We're heading to Verdant and we're heading to Cornwall, for even sharks need water. Can this be as good as all the other Verdants we've tried before? Check out the video to find out. Let's get ready to rock. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we're going to be reviewing this beer, and this is from Verdant, one of my favourite breweries. And this is Even Sharks Need Water. It's an IPA, it's 6.5%. It has Citra and Galaxy. It says on the hot side it's got Citra and Galaxy, and on the cold side Citra and Galaxy. So I'm not sure obviously what that means. Obviously there's they're to do with the brewing process. This is a pretty new one. I think it's actually, I'm sure I've seen it before, but the artwork's changed a little bit. So it's relatively new brewed. It actually says on here, it was canned on the 11th of August. Best before the 11th of August 21. Drink fresh. So that's what we're going to do. So let's get this beer out the can and into the glass. Now, I'm wary that some of my reviews have been me prattling on forever. And I've got to admit, one of my reviews I did a little while ago, the three-part review for Malt Garden. The third one, I was like talking for 15 minutes. I think that's too long. Surely none of you want to hear me to listen prattle on for that long. So let's try and get this review done pretty damn quick, so we can sit down and enjoy this beer. And I'm sure that I can get some pretty quick opinion of it. So, beer in a glass. It's fairly light. If anything, this is even more custardy than some of the others. It's a very sort of pale yellow. In fact, the picture on the, if I hold it back a little bit there, you can see it a little bit better. But it actually looks a lot lighter in real life than it does on the video, on the screen. We've got a 2-finger white fluffy head, tightly compacted. It's exactly what we'd expect from an IPA. Let's get some aroma, shall we? Yeah, I'm getting mango, I get a little bit of pineapple, get a bit of passion fruit and papaya, a lot of the tropics in there. And there's a little element of lemons and a little bit of grapefruit in there. So, I'm looking forward to this. Verdant have got have a reputation with me, certainly all the ones I've tried, having the best mouthfeel of any beer. So hopefully this lives up to that reputation. Cheers, everyone. Straight away, that is another winner. I think that it's something to do with the water down in Cornwall, because again, it's so soft. As soon as you touch it, it touches your lips. So you think this is like some sort of witch works, as it were. It's like magic. It's so soft, the feel of it on the tongue. It's really got a really soft mouthfeel. It's really fresh. It's there's a lot of that. I'm gonna put that down for a little while. A lot of the things that a lot of the time you will see on the channel, and if you watch every video, I don't expect everyone to watch every video, but if you watch every video as they come out, you think, Rocker, you mentioned pineapple a lot, and this has got pineapple in it, but there's an element of it where it's sort of subtle in terms of the taste. It has that pineapple taste, but as it sort of lingers over the tongue, it sort of disappears into a sort of fresh citrusy flavour. And it's not, some beers have that pineapple that's a little bit overpowering, and you think, am I drinking a sort of alcoholic pineapple juice, or am I drinking beer? This sort of comes and goes, and then it's left with this lovely dry beer, basically. There is a little bit of grapefruit on the back end, which just sort of gives it a little bit more robustness in terms of its flavours. So you've got that sort of pineapple, but it's quite even the pineapple is quite dry. It's certainly not sweet pineapple chunks, those sort of sweets that you can get. It's very sort of dry. The pineapple is there, but it's just beautifully balanced. It's almost difficult to describe this. You know, I drink a lot of beer and I review a lot of beer on the channel. How can I describe how it works? It just seems right, if that makes sense. It's the difference between a brewery getting the right hops, getting the good quality ingredients, brewing a beer, and you think, yeah, the ingredients are really good, so the beer is good. But Verdant have got something a little bit special about them. They've obviously got some sort of different skill set. They've been doing it a while. Again, I don't know if it's about the water down there in Cornwall, but it just seems to work a little bit better. They just seem to get the same ingredients and just make them work. The balance is just perfect. It's another cracker. And, you know, when I look at the breweries out there, and every month I go, right, I'm going to buy some more beers from the bottle shop. I may try a different bottle shop. There's so many different Verdants that come out, and I'm always drawn to it because I just know that the consistency is always there. If I didn't have a beer channel and I wasn't reviewing different beers for people to sort of get to see my opinion of them, then I would probably be buying consistently Verdant, Daya, and Polly's. They're my free go-to breweries, and this is another great one from Verdant. In my eyes, they've not really slipped up at all. But so if you see a Verdant, you should just drink it, and you'll see what I'm talking about in terms of the mouthfeel, in terms of the balance. It's really great. I've talked far too long than I was going to, so let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in, and as I said, I'm not going to talk too much over these. Aroma first. It's lovely. Subtle pineapples. They're the big sort of thing with a little bit of citrus, bit of grapefruit on the back end in terms of the aromas. 13 out of 20. Appearance. Well, look at it. It's beautiful. Lovely, yellowy. You know, I'm gonna nick that description from one of my favourite YouTubers, the Northern Southerner beer reviewer. Chicken stock. Yep, I think that's a chicken stock looking. Flavours, it is absolutely... Oh yeah, sorry, scores 9 out of 10 for appearance. Flavour, it's just really well balanced, and that mouthfeel is really the star of the show with this. The pineapple is there, but it's a little subtle, and then you get that little bit of bitterness on the back end, and it just rounds off the beer to make it really great. I'm going to get 35 out of 40. Value for money, 4 and a bit quid this was. So, you know, you can pay 6 quid for a Verdant. You know, you sometimes if the beer's been out a while, the prices can come down a little bit. And when I say a while, I mean like a month or 6 weeks or so. But the brand new ones, they sort of come in at sort of 5.5 quid. But value for money, 8 out of 10. It's beautifully balanced. Overall experience, it's a really beautiful, lovely beer to drink. I'm going to sit down and finish this beer and really sort of sit and savour and really enjoy it. I'm giving it 16 out of 20. But we top those scores up and we get an 81 out of 100. So it's an Iron Maiden. It's the original and best heavy metal band. It's a low Iron Maiden, but you know, how many really bad Iron Maiden songs can you really sort of think of? So a low level Iron Maiden song, Be Quick or Be Dead. There we go. Till the next review, keep on rocking.